Broadcasting live from Houston, Texas, and around the world. TV host, best-selling author, and radio personality Brad Gilmore brings you a collection of conversations with stars from movies.
Matthew McConaughey.
Brad Gilmore.
Mark Wahlberg.
Hey, how are you?
The one and only Sydney Sweeney joins us. Sydney, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Tom Hanks and Robin Wright in my favorite movie of the year. Guys, thanks so much for joining the show.
Oh, thank you.
Well, thank you. Jessica Alba and Lizzie Mathis. Ladies, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you.
Kevin Costner joins us. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Television.
Jimmy Fallon joins us this morning. Jimmy, how you doing, my friend?
Good morning. Thank you so much, Brad, for having me. I appreciate this, bud.
One of my all-time favorites, Vince Vaughn, joins us right now. Vince, thanks, man.
Oh, great to be with you, Brad, and great to be talking to Houston. Good morning to you.
We got Owen Wilson. We got Judy Greer. Thanks for joining the show, guys.
Thank you.
Jay Leno joins us. Jay, how you doing?
Hey, Brad, what's going on?
We got Anna Sawai joining the show. Anna, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you, Brad.
Music.
Lola Monroe.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
The legendary frontman of AC/DC, Brian Johnson, joins us right now. Brian, how you doing?
Good morning, Brad. What looking at talking me funny, lad.
Megan Trainor.
Thank you so much, Brad. You're awesome.
Paris Hilton, the infinite icon herself, is on the show. Paris, love the film.
Thank you. I'm so proud of it.
And more. This is The Collection. Now your host, The Boat.
Brad Gilmore!
Yeah, Brad Gilmore with the CW and ESPN. Annie, thank you so much for taking time. Congratulations on this series.
Thank you, Brad.
Look, I've already dove into it. I'm several episodes in. I'm hooked. This is exactly the show I was hoping that it would be. The pilot was sensational. I can go on and on and on about it. But now that you're getting to actually see the show, you started with the idea and adapting the source material. And now that the show's done and people are getting to see it, are you as creatively satisfied as I am as a viewer?
Well, thank you so much for saying that. It's a really fun show to roll out because, of course, I know all the surprises that are coming, so I'm really excited for people to experience them, whether they're fans of the book or not, because some of the things from the book we've brought with us and others we've changed, and so there'll be a lot of surprises. So I just know what's in store, and so it's really fun that the show kind of rolls out week to week, and I get to see people be, surprised and excited by it.
Yeah, I think that's the best way to do a show like this, is to continue that conversation. I think back in the day we called it water cooler, right? Water cooler television. Now, I guess it's, social media reactions is what we rely on, right? Those conversations that happen episode after episode. Well, I wanted to ask you, because you did say you made changes from the book into the series itself. How do you decide on those changes, what to keep and what to take away and what to change?
Well, we stuck to what was really core to what was exciting about the book in the first place to all of us, to Elizabeth Moss when she first was drawn to it to adapt, and then when she reached out to me to come aboard and help her, and Kerry Washington, Kate Mara as well. We all were drawn to this multi-perspective story. So the story is first told from one character's point of view, and you believe in that, and it's trustworthy and wonderful. And then suddenly it's told from another point of view, and you realize that wasn't trustworthy at all. And so we kept that structure, but, we wanted to, in terms of the mystery, keep it fresh, right? So we wanted to have some surprises, even for fans of the book. And we didn't want it to be like anything people have seen before, which is a high bar. And so I think we really, I can promise we really deliver on that. We have some fresh, fun things that, will surprise people.
When you're planning out a limited series like this, and you have a certain time constraint to work within, how do you go ahead and plot where we want these certain twists and turns to happen? Do you have like a note card or a method or a big whiteboard where we're like, hey, episode 4, we're going to do this. Episode 7, we'll do that.
Yeah, well, we have a team of writers, and we get together, and we have a lot of different colored index cards. And we plot it all out, from the big moves that we know we want to see to all the little details of how that's going to play out. And then we really hash it out with each other. We test everything to make sure it's not just exciting, but it's also believable And we buy it from the perspective of these characters that we worked really hard to make real and make them believe in. So that's what I like, is a story that's surprising but feels kind of inevitable, and so that's the bar that we try to keep everything at.
When you have actresses as talented as the cast, the entire cast is talented, everybody in the show plays their parts so well. But when you have it anchored by Carrie and Elizabeth and Kate, how much conversation do you all have about the stories of their individual characters and what they are looking at it from their prism, the particular actresses in general?
Well, from the beginning, we really, in this show, we really chased after our ideal actresses for the roles. So from the beginning, in getting them sort of on board with the show, we talked about how they were each going to certainly play a supporting role in the other stories, but we really landed on the moments when they were each going to have their due and have their big moment and really get to tell the story from their perspective. So in working with actresses like this, who on their own have each really successfully anchored a show, I think you have the opportunity, and you also really have the obligation to really give them each that moment, and they each get that moment, and they each just deliver on it in a really big way.
When I was talking to Leslie, I think one of the hardest things to do in television is put together a pilot, because you have to do so much world building. You have to really plant all the seeds. It's going to capture that viewer to bring them to the end. You want to get them from the pilot to the finale, which y'all do obviously great in this show. How many conversations did you have with Leslie about what we want to put in this pilot? Because it starts with Kerry Washington's character's perspective, Eleanor. How much did y'all talk about what you wanted to make sure was in that pilot?
We talk a lot about point of view in this show.
Point of view.
We talk a lot about how Eleanor's world was going to be created, what the sound of it was, how the camera moved in her world, reflecting her character in all its independence and her, she's the most audacious and independent character of the trio. No kids, big job. She comes from a lot of resources and wealth. And so we wanted her world to look and sound and feel and move in a way that was distinct to her. So we talk about that a lot. And then we talk about how it's going to shift and make sure that all kind of feels like a cohesive whole. And so that's kind of the fun of it. And then also, the challenge.
Yeah. I'm sure that there are a lot of spirited conversations in the writers' room, in this show, of just from the perspective. And you know what I also like about it is you find yourself, I wouldn't say rooting for the characters, but feeling like when I was watching it, I felt like I was kind of more on the side of a certain point of view than the others. And you start to judge the other characters when you see it from a different perspective, which I think is just lovely about this show.
Yeah, that's the whole idea, isn't it? Isn't that fun? Because we all like to do that in life, sort of hear a story from one point of view and go like, absolutely, I'm team you. And then all of a sudden you hear from the other point of view and you're like, oh my God, I don't know. Maybe it's completely different than I thought it was. And that's so true in life. And we really try to, bring that fun to the show.
Well, you definitely do. I love the show. Andy, thank you so much for your time. Congratulations again.
Thank you. Great to talk to you.